Thank you very much. And recognizing the established protocol, all the special guests in the house, I brought some friends with me too. Is Yamakro in the house tonight? All right. You know, we're neighbors and we're brothers. And we are family, which means we have to stick together, we have to stay together, we have to win together. Now, I know that your member of parliament is a very off-script person. He is actually one of the most, and I say this with no apologies, one of the most informed historians of this country. He is one of the most articulate members of parliament for decades. He is a mentor to many, including myself. He is a community agent. He has served, tried, been tested, and is proven. I don't have to tell you who your member of parliament is, because the world knows. And the good thing about this foxhill is that we don't have to go back in the past. We took a chance and we tried others before. And that was painful. And people knew that if there was one member of parliament who should have never been moved at any particular time, it would have been the Honorable Frederick Mitchell. So I ain't got to say we got to do this again. And if we do this again, or if we're going to do this again, there's some things that we're going to do. I don't know when. Oh, when we do this again. Correction. Right? I thought you was asking me when. Because I don't know when. But I know it's soon. My boss told me it's soon. So we got to get our house in order. And we got to be ready. In order to be ready, there's some things that we have to do. And so I'm not going to go down the list of things, but number one is that we have to stick together. And this togetherness encompasses a few things. Number one, you got to tell your own story. One of the best storytellers in our country is your member of parliament. I learn something new every day about the same country. And he don't have to give you no fiction or no fairy tale. It's all Bahamian history. And so, in order for us to win this, which we will, you got to learn from the best. You have no reason to be misinformed. We have no reason to be misinformed. When it comes to our policies and as a government, whether it's education and the breakfast program feeding over 1 million breakfasts to our little children, when it comes to our energy reform and putting solar power and changing the structure of BPL, yes, it's a long time, and even now recently acquiring or announcing that we are acquiring the Grand Bahama Power Company. That's ever since the Freeport, the Hawksbill Creek Agreement. This government is working daily for you. When it comes to the Ministry of Health and Wellness, hospital is up out of the ground in Grand Bahama. In Coconut Grove or the Grove, hospital is up out of the ground. Repairs the clinics all over the country. But you're not going to hear that from your enemy. When it comes to transport, when it comes to aviation and tourism, the Minister of Tourism, who is your Deputy Prime Minister, has not only caused the country to be a destination of the year last year, our country, but we have record tourism numbers, more than ever before in the history of our country, over 12 million. This is not small. We have the lowest unemployment rate. We have achieved that on record. And we still have a lot of jobs out there to be taken. But there are some things that have to happen. Our young people need to execute in getting jobs, but also registering. Now, we heard that a lot of people saying they ain't gonna vote. They ain't saying they gonna vote after them, no. But I'm not comfortable with people saying they ain't gonna vote. That's some of our young people. And you know why some of them are not gonna vote? Because we haven't reached them yet. Because every young person that I've spoken to who said they were not gonna vote, after I informed them of what's going on, they decided that I am gonna register and I'm gonna vote. And this is the power of information. See, if you don't reach them, I was a senior master for a long time. And I know that if I don't reach those young men on campus, somebody can reach them. So, senior master was our job. I ain't the one you always gonna like. But I had to reach the young men. Because if you don't reach our young men, our young women, somebody can reach them. And you don't want the wrong person to reach them. We have seen the opposition. They're disjointed, they're disorganized, they have no real leader, but they want to lead the country. So all they want is power. It's clear. They tried it last time, and they started fighting on day one. Well, we know they was going to fight on day one, because they didn't like each other from the time going in. And it's even worse now. They don't like each other. They pretend in Parliament because all of them have a common enemy. That's us. They want to be where we are. But we are about real progress. We never got into power with promises we didn't intend to keep. We are staying honest to that. And some things take longer, as we know, than we would like. But I can tell you, we are on the right course. This party have a lot to boast of. The core of members, the core of the membership that you see in the House, or of the members you see in the House, they are working diligently, and much is required of them. It's not easy living in social media time, because people can get information to other people faster than you if you don't use social media. So when your minister puts something out, you know what you have to do? Share it. Share it. Because bad news travels faster. That ain't just us. So you have the help to fight against it. It's not going to happen by magic. In addition, I would say, and I want to make sure I stick to my time given, but I want to say that I want to speak a bit to the Ministry of Environment. Recently, your minister, he asked me to come and speak to you, especially for a reason. Now, as you know, recently I was given carriage over the Ministry of Environment. And my mandate is consistent with the country's mandate, our leaders' mandate. We got to clean up this country. We have to go back to the old days when we used to clean up behind ourselves and teach our children how to clean. And so our initiatives, there are some major announcements that's going to be made real soon from the ministry. But I'm happy to say that the garbage issue, he said to me tonight, the garbage issue that Foxhill used to have with picking up is no more, because we got rid of the contractor and gave a contractor who's able to pick up garbage, who is from and who supports your member of parliament. Now this isn't anything to celebrate. You know why? Because there are people who have garbage contracts. This is privately managed. And that means that you have persons who are fighting to get these contracts because they want to do the job. Well, if the government do the job, and you for this government, then you should be doing the best job to make the government look good and stay in. That's as simple as that. If you have bulk waste contracts, people are fighting for roadside contracts. For the amount of contracts that are out, we have no reason for the communities to look bad. And everybody should be going above and beyond. Because if I give you from here to that wall to clean, and you're supposed to be PLP, you're supposed to start from that wall to that wall, because you're doing the extra for your party to stay in power and for your party to look good. And this has a long-term effect. Your children are affected by what they see. They live what they learn. And if you don't care about your surroundings, your children just won't care about their surroundings. And once we teach that, it's going to be hard to get rid of that new culture. So we can fight against that new culture. Support your member of parliament, and let's continue the work in this great constituency of Foxhill. All right? Foxhill, you all ready? Who ready? Who's registered to vote? Let me see the hands. Everybody registered. That look like 50%. Let me see the hands. Everybody registered to vote. All right. Now we getting there, because our message can't be one thing in here and then we go out there and it ain't consistent. Because at the end of the day, this is a numbers game. And the numbers have to add up. At the end of the day, this is a numbers game. And the numbers have to add up. You hear it all the time, there's no second place in politics. Either you're first or you're last. That's it. The next day, you ain't want to recount. You want to be sure on the night out, so you want them numbers to be big. Now, I don't know too much about the opponent they sent in there. I know the only reason why you get a little notoriety and fame is because your minister called his name. And everybody's listening to him. So I'm glad I hear you call his name no more. We can take that power away from him. Because we know that tried and proven leadership is sitting right in the front here today. All right. In addition, our national cleanup campaign is coming to Foxhill soon. You will see all of these properties that are derelict. If you own property in Foxhill and they're derelict or they're not being used, please clean up your property or ask for help in cleaning it up. The ministry will do as much as we can through our ministry, and we are mobilizing the MPs to be able to do some things too. Right now we are in Nassau Village doing a major cleanup there, and we have established some transfer stations. So the transfer stations are not dump sites, all right? They are transfer stations. Everybody say transfer stations. All right, because when people hear dump site, number one, it's not a dump site because you don't go there to dump residential garbage, all right? Food items. This is where you go to dump bulk waste. So things like mattresses, refrigerators, old stoves, any old furniture, washing machines, these things are bulk waste items, all right? The regular truck, residential waste trucks will move around continuing collecting, but these items, these bulk waste items should not be dumped on vacant lots. Let me tell you why it's a problem. Liquids from a lot of these things seep into your water table, and you end up drinking this water. Number two, rats hide in them, mosquitoes hide in them and nest. Any kind of vermin that you're scared of, yeah, snakes, but you know, they say snakes eat rats. I don't know about that. I mean, that means we don't have too much snakes around, because rats, they reproduce very quickly, very quickly. So the reason why we are fighting against this, and this means you're going to have to do some reporting, you're going to have to help us out, because this is not just a danger or eyesore to the immediate area. There's a long-term danger to everybody. And so we're asking for your assistance when it comes to garbage collection, because we want you to report when persons are not picking up, so we can make a case to move some of the collectors who are not doing their job. Because if they ain't doing their job, they could cost your member of parliament his job, and the prime minister his job. You know, they blame the party for everything. So do not peddle their lies and do not peddle their negativity. All right? I would like for everyone here to understand that they have a duty and a responsibility to this party, to this organization, to this country. And the duty and responsibility to this country is let the truth be told. Let the truth be told. And let me tell you what I mean by that. Every Wednesday, and we've been meeting a little often Wednesdays, but every Wednesday we have House of Assembly unless there's some special reason. We have a little break during Christmas. And as time goes closer or draws nearer, you're going to start to hear a lot of things. especially from the opposition, you will hear a lot of things. They will be all over the place. They're not going to debate on the bills. They're going to be negative in everything they say about the government. They're not going to tell a pretty story because it doesn't benefit them. And so with the Prime Minister's announcement that he is getting the power company, they say, oh, well, we know if it could be no better because government can't manage power company. Then they say, oh, but what about the Grand Bahama Hotel? And even though the deal is signed, they're waiting. Oh, it ain't open yet. I don't know who's opened something before it developed. But part of the process that they know is that they can feed you a bad story. When the glass is half full, they tell you it's half empty, so you feel bad about it, right? And then they try to get your support to say they can do better. Well, what we do know in Grand Bahama, and I want to remind them of this every time, you might ask why we repeat it, because you cannot crush the truth. The Bible says the truth crushed the earth will rise again. And every time they crush the truth, it come back to haunt them. They had 5 members of parliament in Grand Bahama who were all cabinet ministers. Every last one. And Grand Bahama went in that direction. I know I lived there for almost 15 years. And I know them. That's why when I tell their leader today, don't talk about Yamakroa, because I could talk about Marco City. And he shut up dead quick. Because see, I lived there. I lived there for a long time. And they can't peddle their stories unless you be quiet and allow their stories to be louder than yours. All right, so we on the same page? Now I can tell you this. They should not be able to out-talk you. Because the history of our party showed that we had the smartest leaders in the country. Let me say that again. They should not be able to out-talk you because the history of our party shows that we are the smartest leaders in this country. That's fact. And so, you should be bold in what you say because you got facts that you could speak on. And they will be crushed because we have the truth on them. Now, we know what's coming. I don't need to remind you. I want you to know Yamakroa got your back 100%. 100%, and we will beef up and talk up your member of parliament. Through my ministry, whatever I can do, I will help the Honorable Fred Mitchell, because I think that he is doing a yeoman's job. Every morning I make up, and I must say, Minister Mitchell, I don't know if consistency has a face, but your face would be there if consistency had a face. Every morning from the time I was running, I have seen or I have heard, good morning, this is Fred Mitchell. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and Sundays, for 5 straight years. Hold on, for the 2 years of the election, from the time you were chairman. Every day. I've never seen that level of consistency. And sometimes you get at 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock, so no matter where he is in the world, if it's 8 o'clock, you drop it. So sometimes you see it 3 a.m., you'll be like, Minister Mitchell can't sleep. But he is somewhere in the world, and he is doing the country's business. And the work that we are doing is undeniable. The country is on better footing internationally, better than it's ever been, because of the work of our Prime Minister and our Minister of Foreign Affairs. And this is no joke. If you feel bad about yourself, Google the Bahamas. Google the Bahamian government on the world stage when it comes to climate change. Google our tourism numbers, our destination. Google why so much people trying to come here, trying to invest in our country. You have the rich trying to come, the poor trying to come, everybody trying to come. Because your country is a great country. Do not sell yourself a bad dream. This is not a bad dream. This is a blessed country. And it's still blessed. And you should not fly in the face of a God who has blessed us so much to say our country doing bad. Not perfect. Far from perfect. But we are moving to perfection. And with God's will, we will continue to see the fruits of our labor because our labor will not be in vain. And at the end of the day, you could quote me on this. When it comes to Yamacraw and when it comes to Foxhill, it will be PLP, PLP, PLP. No other way. Thank you so much for your time. I'd like to recognize also Ambassador Ron Pedno, who's in the House, former Minister of Environment also. Thank you. All right.